Hi all, I welcome you on my channel Coding Mente. So today we will be discussing one of the most important libraries, that is zlib library in Python. So let's see what this library, how to use this, how to install this library and all things that you must know if you want to use this library. So let's get started. For the first part, it is how to install. This library is generally pre-installed. So for that you can check, go to your uh, that is command prompt, and then go with the write the word Python. If Python is installed in your system, then try to import the library, import space zlib. If the library is there, then it will not give us any error. Okay. So what if there is no library found on your system? Then you can go to this URL and download it from there. Now let's move to the second part of this video. This is what is zlib library. This is a software library used for data compression. That means, let's suppose you have a string. It could be a string in a text file, or it could be you want to compress that data, whatever, and to protect that data, then we use this library. This library was written by Jean-Loeb Gelly and Mark Edler and is an abstraction of deflate compression algorithm used in their gzip while compression program. Okay, so for that, now let's understand that how we can use this library. Okay, so first thing is that we need to initialize one. I'm giving you just a demo that how we can use this library. Let's suppose I am having one string 1 equals to, and I am giving it as this is my coding channel. Now I want this to compress. First thing is that we need to understand that how this works. Before that we need to print the length of str1. Okay. So this is a 25 character string. Now this will be converted or it will be compressed. So how it will do? Let's suppose I am having str2, then I will use zlib.compress, and then I will give the whatever the string that I need to compress and the level. Most of the time we don't give that level because by default it will take -1. But let's suppose I am giving it as a -1. Okay, I will give. Otherwise, if you are not giving, then also it will take by default -1. So now if I print the length of str2, so this has been compressed successfully. Now let's see that what this level does. For that we need to understand something about the levels. So this is how the actual code will work. I showed you in by doing the command prompt. So here we have given two arguments. Here the argument data contains the bytes to be compressed and the level. The second thing is an integer value that can take the values -1 or 0 to 9. -1 is the default and 0 to 9 you can give whatever the level of compression you want from this library. This parameter determines the level of compression where level 1 is the fastest and yields the lowest level of compression. Level 9 is the slowest, yet it yields the highest level of compression. And the value -1 represents the default, I told you before also, which is level 6. The default value has a balance between speed and compression. Okay, so now let's do some research that if I am converting this let's take it as 3. And now if I print the length of str3, so it is being compressed because the level 0 yields no compression. It will be compressed but the value will not be the same. Make sure that if you are using this compress library zlib.compress, then it will compress and the length of the variables will change, length of the characters will change, it will not remain the same. So this is all about the zlib library. In case of any issue, just comment below so that I can help you out with this library. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you.